These biker gangs could digest anything, but not a betrayal or opposition. They believe in the statement that you're either with us or against us. In the city called San Antonio, a man named Jeffrey Fay Pike, who was the leader of a group called the Bandidos biker gang, was given a serious punishment. He was told he would spend his whole life in prison, plus an extra 10 years. These leaders tend to spread violence and threats, but murdering people is a rare thing, especially in the case of Bandidos. Let's have a deeper look into this case to see how this all unfolded. This man, Pike, lived in Conroe, Texas, and he was the main leader of the Bandidos outlaw motorcycle organization for a long time, more than 10 years. He was found guilty in May 2018 after a very long trial, along with another person named John Xavier Portillo. Portillo was the vice president of the gang, and he was from San Antonio. The jury, which is a group of people who listen to all the evidence and make a decision, said that Pike and Portillo did many bad things together. They were found guilty of things like planning crimes, planning murders, hurting people for their gang, killing people for their gang, forcing people to give them money, and breaking the law with weapons. Portillo was also found guilty of other crimes like more murder, selling drugs, and more weapon-related crimes. Because of this, Portillo was told he would spend 2 lives in prison plus an extra 20 years. All of this started because of something that happened in the year 2006. There was a man named Anthony Benesh who wanted to create a group like the Hells Angels in Texas. But the Bandidos gang didn't like that, and they warned him to stop. When he didn't listen, Portillo and Pike told their gang members to kill him. This man, Benesh, was killed outside a restaurant in Austin in March 2006. On a fateful evening in 2006, Anthony William Benesh III met his demise in a parking lot outside of Saccone's Pizza in far northwest Austin. As he walked out of the popular eatery with his girlfriend and 2 young sons, a single bullet fired from a high-power rifle pierced his skull, instantly killing him. The incident sent shockwaves through the community, leaving many wondering who was behind the cold-blooded murder of the 44-year-old. Anthony Benesh had been a regular customer at the pizzeria for years, but his involvement with motorcycle clubs and his desire to start a Texas chapter of the Hells Angels and Bandidos drew unwanted attention. Benesh had been openly flaunting the colors and insignia of the Hells Angels, a rival to the Bandidos Motorcycle Club, a notorious 1%er gang that controlled Texas territory. This audacious move had caught the attention of both club members and law enforcement. The secretive world of outlaw motorcycle clubs is fraught with territorial disputes, violence, and criminal activities. Benesh's actions were seen as a direct challenge to the established authority of the Bandidos in Texas. Police speculated that he aimed to start a Hells Angels chapter without the approval of the Bandidos leadership, a move that would not go unnoticed or unpunished in the tightly knit motorcycle club community. The Bandidos, while known for their criminal activities, also maintain a veneer of charity work and community involvement. This serves as a cover for their more sinister operations, such as drug trafficking and violent tactics to secure their territories. However, Edward Connecticut Ed Winterhalter, a former high-ranking member of the Bandidos, insists that not all members are criminals, and many are simply drawn to the sense of brotherhood that the clubs offer. Amidst the backdrop of this criminal underworld, Benesh's murder remains a mystery. Police initially suspected the Bandidos' involvement due to the potential threat Benesh posed to their dominance in Texas, yet some close to the situation remained skeptical. While it is plausible that a Bandidos or a support club member could have carried out the hit, there were other theories as well. Some suggested that Benesh's volatile nature and propensity for confrontation could have led to conflicts with other parties, potentially unrelated to the Bandidos. The murder investigation painted a picture of a calculated and skilled shooter who likely had military training. The methodical nature of the assassination hinted at an individual capable of carefully planning the attack and executing it with precision. As the police investigation unfolded, surveillance footage and vehicle details became crucial pieces of evidence. Despite extensive efforts to solve the case, the identity of the shooter and the motivations behind the murder remain elusive. The shadowy world of motorcycle clubs, with its codes of silence and unwritten rules, made it difficult for law enforcement to gather information. While the police had received tips and leads, the true story behind Anthony Benesh's murder remained shrouded in mystery. The incident highlights the complexities and dangers of the motorcycle club culture, where loyalty, territory, and criminal activity intertwine. It also serves a cautionary tale of the lengths people will go to protect their interests, even if it means resorting to violence. The murder of Anthony Benesh remains a chilling reminder of the hidden underbelly of society and the mysteries that can arise from these clandestine worlds. There was also something else that happened. Portillo, with Pike's permission, said that the Bandidos were in a fight with another group called the Cossacks Motorcycle Organization. Because of this, the Bandidos did many violent things in different places in Texas, like Fort Worth, Gordon, Odessa, Port Aransas, Crystal City, and more. So in simple words, a man named Jeffrey Fay Pike, who was the leader of a biker gang called the Bandidos, was sent to prison. He and another person, John Xavier Portillo, were found guilty of planning bad things like crimes, murders, and violence, and they were also selling drugs. This happened because of events in 2006 involving the killing of a man named Anthony Benesh and fights with another motorcycle club. This was it from the case of Fay Pike's case. Hopefully you liked it. Make sure you give it a like and share with your fellows. Don't forget to leave the suggestions in the comments section.